Ooh, okay. Just downloaded Mario Maker. Yo, unlimited Mario levels online? I can't wait to see what people come up with. Ooh. Uh, hmm. What in the actual... No. This is so dumb. Why? What? Okay, that was a joke, but those were my actual thoughts playing Mario Makers online. Not only are bad levels the norm, you just don't get incentivized enough to even play the online. The levels are in arbitrary form. I stopped a while ago, like 2 years ago, into the game's life and just made levels for myself. We need an online that would keep you playing 10 years from now. I need an online that would make me want to quit my job. Please give me a reason to quit, please. But psychedelic, why would we want to be invested into a game like that? As if it was some kind of drug? Why would we not though? And I can't wait to take that hit one more time, you know what I'm saying? Plus guys, we'll be more nostalgic in the future. Plus you love Mario and so do I, so let's talk about Mario Maker 2's online and what it should consist of. So I actually had a whole adventure in Mario Maker 1 where the difficulty got increasingly harder. I know, I'm amazing at level design. Something I learned when I started playing Mario Maker. But you know what actually made me angry was that people can play my levels in any order. If we could upload a set of levels together, that would be actually amazing. So that way people could play my levels together. And think about this, you could also teach them about your mechanics throughout the levels. For an example, one level starts with a saw jumping from one track to the other, and then the next level starts with the saw jumping from one track to the next, along with water raising and lowering with a cheap or a porco puffer, I don't know how to about the name, but you learn how to deal with the saw. Now you have to deal with the water raising and lowering, the saw, and the gigantic superfish. And then what messes me up is that in Mario Maker 1 you would just stumble randomly upon the Porker Puffer level, which is corny and messing with my story. People just was playing 7-1 without even playing like 6-4 or 6-3, and they couldn't even beat 7-1, so they wasted my time. So tell me guys, my idea about level set sounds reasonable and doable, so I really hope they implement that at least. Now here's when we actually get into the crazy stuff. Now what I really want them to do is allow you to have actual worlds you can upload that carry power-ups from level to level. I'm probably going to talk about this in the next section, but I really think coins should be a big thing in this new game. I think it should be a coin counter, like how much money you have, how much money you could spend. And I think that when you go into an actual world, you should have to pay to actually get into the world. And when you beat the world, you should get a certain amount of money. And you have a certain amount of lives when you enter the world as well. And then that would be very cool because now 1-ups will actually have some significance. And when you're actually making a world, they can have different items you can place down in your world to make it look more unique, like a ghost house or a lake. You should also be able to create flagpoles and place them anywhere you want in the level, so that way your level can have secret exits. And then look guys, on the world map, the levels can have secret exits that branch off into anything. If there is only one variant of a world or island layout, you should be able to place your levels anywhere. When you finish a world, your points and hits taken, hints used, which I probably talk about in the next section, and time it took you to beat the world should be calculated, and you should get a set amount of coins. Oh snap, I got a great idea. This should also be connected to a store, so every time you want to spruce up your world, you have to buy decorations. Each decoration has a counter, so you have to buy multiple, like a ghost house or a lake. Not only that, but there are different looking ghost houses, maybe a huge golden one or a smaller one. Have a whole golden island, just looking rich. And then you will also have to buy level spaces. The red ones that have 2 X's cost more than the normal ones. Maybe you have to buy the path between the levels too, so that way everything is connected to coins. Now say if you don't want to create levels but you just want to play levels, even though it's called Mario Maker. I think you should be able to buy a hint, like where's the first power up in the level, not where all of them are, but just where the first one is. Or you can briefly see the level layout of a stage, or before you pick a world, you can see the layout of the world. I also think that the more coins someone spends on a world, the more money someone has to pay to play it, with the idea that if they beat it, they could potentially gain more money from what they spent to play it. So it would actually be a punishment if you lose. That would actually make lives a thing. One-ups can actually be important. And I think that you should also be able to save your progress in the world and come back anytime. Once you download the world, your coins and everything will stay the same. You can't play any other thing online until you exit that world. So that way you could just play on the go. And it wouldn't update until you get around Wi-Fi. And one thing I really like is you should be able to buy mushroom houses. You should be able to buy mushroom houses, put them in your world, and when people have money or coins or whatever, they should be able to have to spend coins to buy certain power-ups, like maybe a different color Yoshi, a spring, or even a Cooper shell to start off the level. One thing I was thinking is that it could also have things for your world and somebody else's world, like maybe a level space or a level path. And maybe they cost less than they would in a real store. And I think the worlds could be played multiple times, but the next time you play it, you barely get any coins. You can't buy decorations for the worlds again or level spaces, so that way you can't abuse the game. Alright, so this is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be out soon on my other channel, so if you're interested in Mario Maker 2, hop over there. We'll be talking about the rank system and the multiplayer. The link is in the description, and for future reference, I'll be doing level reviews, teach you guys how to make good levels, and just overall having a good time with the game. So I can't wait to start this journey with you guys, and I'll see you next time. Remember, subscribe.